Apple has always been at the top when it comes to tech and design, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max, it's no different. It's got a fantastic blend of power, performance, and style. Let's explore what makes this phone stand out and why you might want to consider it as your future phone. The iPhone 17 Pro Max comes with a 5000 mAh battery. That means you get a lot of usage on a single charge. And if you're in a rush, it supports quick charging, so you won't be waiting around for long to get your phone back up to 100%. Apple has gone with a li-polymer battery, which is non-removable, meaning it stays in there for the long haul. The phone has a Lightning connector for charging instead of the newer USB Type-C, but it still gets the job done quite fine. Inside the iPhone 17 Pro Max lies the Apple A16 Bionic chip, which is noted for being very speedy and efficient. This means you can run programs, play games, and switch between tasks without any lag. Plus, it's energy efficient, so you won't be draining the battery too rapidly. As for the display, with its 6.62-inch OLED display, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is ideal for media. OLED screens are known for their brilliant colors and deep blacks, which makes everything from movies to photography seem fantastic. The capacitive touchscreen is incredibly smooth, so swiping and tapping feels natural. The display also has a high pixel density of 424 ppi, ensuring everything on the screen looks sharp. The phone's bezel-less design gives you more screen space and a more immersive experience. When it comes to sound, the iPhone 17 Pro Max doesn't hold back. It boasts a stereo speaker system for clear and powerful sound. Whether you're watching a movie or playing music, you'll enjoy superb audio. While there's no 3.5mm headphone connector, you can still use wired headphones by putting them into the Lightning port. And with adapters, you may attach additional audio accessories too. Next, speaking of cameras, various photography changes could be coming to the iPhone 17 Pro. Kuo notes that at least one iPhone 17 model will have a 24-megapixel front camera with a 6-piece lens. All devices from the iPhone 16 line come with a 12-megapixel front camera, making this a major upgrade. If Kuo is right, the iPhone 17 Pro or iPhone 17 Pro Max will likely receive the better component. An investor note Kuo wrote last year also claimed the iPhone 17 Pro would arrive with a 48-megapixel rear telephoto camera, another substantial jump, considering the iPhone 16 Pro's 12-megapixel telephoto camera. Finally, the iPhone 17 Pro's big sibling, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, is reported to sport a thinner dynamic island or the shape-shifting display oval enclosing the iPhone's true depth front camera. Supply chain analyst Jeff Pu claims Apple is opting with a smaller metal lens for the Face ID system. Longtime tipster Digital Chat Station has stated both forthcoming phones will share the exact identical front and rear-facing camera modules. The primary camera is believed to employ a 48 megapixels, 1/1.3-inch sensor paired with a 48 megapixels ultra-wide module and a 48 megapixels telephoto camera that'll give 5x magnification relative to the primary camera. The latest rumor also alleges that the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will have a new 24 megapixels selfie camera, a nice increase over the 12 megapixels selfie shooter on the current iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. However, it seems that could be the most noteworthy camera hardware change that these iPhone 17 models may bring. If their primary camera sensor is actually 48 megapixels and 1/1.3 inches in size, then it'll be almost exactly the same size and resolution as the iPhone 16 Pro/Pro Max's main camera sensor, while the sensor in the new telephoto module could be slightly larger. No doubt Apple will manage to find other methods to offer the iPhone 17 phones a noticeable edge over their predecessors when it comes to camera quality. We'd assume that will be in the form of more improved Apple Intelligence. While the camera technology in the top iPhone 17 models could be frustratingly identical to what's in the current iPhones, it's likely the camera island could change to a new horizontal design as per this latest report. Take this with some salt though, as another Weibo tipster has indicated the design might not be signed off until March, so there's still time for the camera island form to alter. As for the hardware, Pu said in November that Apple would include its next generation A19 chip in the iPhone 17 and the A19 Pro chip in the iPhone 17 Pro. Both chips are believed to be fabricated using TSMC 3rd Generation 3 nanometer technology, or N3P. Pew expects them to bring minor performance and power efficiency gains over the current A18 and A18 Pro CPUs. The iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max could possibly get a RAM bump. While every phone from the iPhone 16 range has 8 gigs of RAM, Apple's next higher-end handsets are reported to contain 12 gigs of RAM. As again, the following amounts to tech gossip, and there's no guarantee that any of it will emerge in Apple's finished product. Still, rumors like this offer a peek at what analysts and other insiders might come across leading up to a product release. A recent rumor has given us another indication of how thin the iPhone 17 Air could be, as well as how essential the tech is to the future of Apple. In his most current Power on newsletter, Bloomberg's Mark Gurman says that the iPhone 17 Air, anticipated to ship in the fall, will be a testing ground for future technologies. This includes the tech that will likely be used to produce the first Apple foldable. This makes logical, as one of the hardest components of building a foldable phone is modifying the battery and circuits to fit in a narrower frame. On top of that, Gurman claims that the iPhone 17 Air will be roughly 2 mm thinner than existing iPhones, which would make the Air 5.8 mm or 6.3 mm thick, 0.23 or 0.25 inches, depending on if you're using the basic or Pro models as a base. For perspective, the iPhone 17 Air has been reported to be around 5.5 mm or 6.25 mm thick in various publications. There's a lot of buzz over the iPhone 17 Air, first reported as the iPhone 17 Slim. The prospect of a significantly slimmer iPhone released alongside the next iPhone 17 series is appealing by itself. While we have seen a lot of rumors regarding the phone, it's also crucial it may be in the trip to the iPhone Flip or the expected MacBook/iPad crossover. The iPhone Air may not simply be a proving ground for a future foldable design. It could be one of the first devices utilizing Apple's in-house built modem with the iPhone SE4. However, there's no indication of whether the Air will be one of the devices to use an Apple-designed Wi-Fi or Bluetooth chip. Aside from that, we have heard a few conflicting things about the iPhone 17 Air. For instance, some leaks indicate to the iPhone 17 Air having just a single rear camera. Meanwhile, it looks like the iPhone 17 Air will include a 120Hz screen alongside the other iPhone 17 variants, like the iPhone 16 Pro. Even if you aren't that enthusiastic about the actual iPhone 17 Air, there's little doubt it's a big hardware step for Apple. We may have to wait a bit to know what this means for future Apple gadgets, but it certainly promises to bring some interesting evolution to the brand's flagship product. The iPhone 17 Air is slated to deliver a revolutionary level of thinness, making it the slimmest iPhone ever. According to estimates, the iPhone 17 Air might be as thin as 5.5 mm, exceeding the iPhone 6's 6.9 mm thickness, which has long held the title of Apple's thinnest smartphone. Achieving such a sleek form would position the iPhone 17 Air closer to the dimensions of Apple's iPad Pro family, known for their unbelievably thin profiles. However, the ultra-slim design isn't just about appearances. Apple is apparently employing cutting-edge touch and display driver integration technology, which merges the touch and display layers into a single device, conserving crucial space. This unique technique also prepares the path for Apple's future foldable smartphones, with the iPhone 17 Air working as a testing ground for future technologies, according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. Apple's usage of the Air suffix for its slimmest and lightest gadgets, such as the MacBook Air and iPad Air, has become legendary. With the iPhone 17 Air, Apple expands this branding to its smartphone family, indicating a new chapter in the iPhone's history. By adopting a moniker that resonates with thinness and mobility, Apple secures a seamless integration with its existing product ecosystem. The iPhone 17 Air won't just look great, it's expected to feature some substantial hardware. Apple's A19 chip will power the smartphone, promising increased efficiency and enhanced AI-driven capabilities. It will also reportedly come with 8 gigs of RAM, making it one of the most powerful non-Pro iPhones yet. The gadget could premiere Apple's first in-house 5G modem, codenamed Sinope, signifying the company's independence from reliance on Qualcomm. Additionally, speculations say the phone would include a 6.6-inch ProMotion OLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, a feature usually reserved for Pro models. The addition of such a display on a non-Pro model might set a new benchmark for mid-range smartphones. While the iPhone 17 Air's small appearance is clearly its prominent feature, obtaining this degree of elegance comes with trade-offs. Apple is apparently opting for a single 48 megapixels back camera instead of the dual lens setup used on other generations. This basic approach could surprise consumers accustomed to various camera configurations. Another trade-off might be the removal of the actual SASAM card slot in favor of eSIM-only capabilities. While this corresponds with Apple's goal for a wireless future, it could cause issues in areas like China and India, where eSIM penetration is still restricted. The iPhone 17 Air is reported to replace the disappointing Plus edition in Apple's range with a starting price of $899. While this classifies it as a mid-range tablet, its unique features and beautiful design could justify a higher price point, making it an attractive alternative for design-conscious people. If you're searching for a phone that's powerful, stylish, and packed with features, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is a terrific choice. It boasts a long-lasting battery, a super-fast processor, and a camera configuration that can compete with the best out there. Whether you're into gaming, shooting photos, or just need a phone that gets things done swiftly, this one's got you covered. The OLED display makes everything seem amazing, and the phone is designed to be sleek and easy to use. If you're considering of replacing your phone, the iPhone 17 Pro Max should surely be on your radar. It's an all-around winner. So, stay tuned for more updates and information on the highly anticipated iPhone 17 series, and witness the future of smartphones from Apple. See you in my next video. Peace out.